the Jewels by Alyssa YouTube channel. I'm here today to share with you another video on how to make a necklace. Now, instead of a beaded necklace, this is slightly different, but it's easier and you don't need any tools other than a pair of cutting pliers. Alright, so today, this is our working space. We're going to be making, now this is a bracelet, okay? So you can see everything there. And actually, this is my personal bracelet. But today we're going to be making a necklace. So what we're going to start out with is something called Chinese knotting cord. You can get it on a spool like this. This is a brownish color, and I also have a black. Or you can go to a bead store, like a local craft store or something, and you can also get leather band. Okay, so you're going to start out with your Chinese knotting cord, but when you have the knotting cord, you can't just cut it on its own because then the ends will unravel because it's like a knit cord, so it's going to come out. So you start with some clear nail polish and you put it on the knotting cord and you let it dry till it gets really, really firm. And I already did that step, so we're going to go ahead and cut it. When you cut it, you don't cut straight, almost like when you're cutting flowers, you're going to cut it on an angle. Alright, take your cutting pliers and you're going to go ahead and do that, like so. So now you have, I don't know if you can see that very well, but you have it cut on an angle like that. Alright, and then this is good to go for the next time you use it. Alright, so you have your Chinese knotting cord like that. Okay, you're also going to need a button, but not just any type of button. You need a button with a shank on it, okay, like that. You're going to need some 5mm jump rings. I'm using silver. You can also use gold or any other color of your choice. And then you're going to need some seed beads. I'm using 2 different colors. I have, let me see, this is called emerald green, and this one is a rainbow transparent yellow. I'm going to use these 2 colors on my brown, light brown Chinese knotting cord. Alright, so step 1. Alright, so you're going to take this, oh, I didn't measure it exactly, so I don't know how long it is. I'm going to estimate maybe about, now once you double it, because you have to double it, it's probably about 6 feet long, but once you double it, because it's going to have to be doubled, so you're going to need a loop. If you measure it, it's probably about a yard. I'm guessing, I don't really know. Alright, so you're going to take one end of your Chinese knotting cord. You're going to put it through the hole that's in your button, like that. Then you're going to take the other end and going to hold them like that till they're even. Going to pull the button all the way down to the bottom like that. Okay. Then you're going to tie what is called an overhand knot, where you're going to go over your fingers like that. So you have like a little X here, and this loose end, I'm going to stick that through that loop that you have. Okay, so, oh, actually I didn't do it right, sorry. Okay, I did it. There we go. So you have a knot like that, almost like you're tying a shoelace. You're going to work it down, don't pull it tight, keep it loose, because you need it to get all the way down to the shank, okay? So you're going to work it till it gets all the way down. It's actually good if you kind of just pull on the loose end gently and push. If you can see what I'm doing, you're pushing the part of the knot down. You're pulling back the string with your other fingers. Okay. See? And then once you get it all the way down, go ahead and pull it till it's nice and tight, and you have your knot there. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to go ahead and get started with this because it's a very simple and easy process. And I don't really have to show you too much until we get to the end. Alright, so you gotta open pack of jump rings. I start with one pack, just open up one for right now. It's 140 pieces, it should be good. And if you want to do a bracelet, you do the same exact process of this, but you just do it on shorter piece of leather or on knotting cord. Okay, so you have your beads here. You need to figure out a pattern. Are you going to do a section of green and then a section of yellow, or whatever colors that you have, or if you can even use one color if you want, but you need to decide. I'm going to do like mix match, so it's going to be green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, instead of a section of green then a section of yellow. Alright, if you understand that. Alright, so now you have your knot down here and you have your 2 strings. Alright, so we're going to go to both ends. You're going to start either side, it doesn't matter. You're going to start with one side. I'm going to start with yellow. So you're going to put your yellow bead on, or you're going to put on one bead like that, so it's down there. Then you're going to put the 2 strands back together and put your 5mm jump ring on like so. Then you're going to slide it all the way down to the bottom. Then you're going to take, okay, you see that? Okay, so you have your yellow, then your jump ring on both strands. Now you're going to take the opposite side, because the yellow's over here, so you're going to take the opposite side, which is this. You're going to put the next bead on. Now if I was doing it with all yellow, then it would be yellow on both sides, but since I'm doing 2 different colors, it's going to be different. Okay, so now you have the green one on there, or your next bead, whatever color that is. You're going to put the strands back together, you put your jump ring, slide it down to the bottom. Okay, so what you have going here is it's alternating sides. Okay, but the jump rings have to go on over both pieces. So when you're done, it's going to look like that. Okay, so it's alternating like that. Alternating sides, and the jump rings are holding it together, and it kind of looks like they're doing like this V thing, and then there's a bead here, and then there's a bead in the middle kind of thing. So you're going to go ahead and complete this pattern all the way to about that, okay, to about there, because you need about 6 inches, 6 to 8 inches, so about that much to end it. Actually, no, 6 inches should be good, so about that much. So when you get to right there, and you don't want to end with a jump ring, so if you have a jump ring, it's going to come off, so you need to have the bead as your last thing that's there. So you're going to go ahead, complete this alternating process on both sides. So you do one bead on one strand, put the strands together, jump ring, do the bead on the next side, jump ring, bead, jump ring, bead, jump ring. Got it? Okay, and so I'll be back when we're about right here, and then we're going to go ahead and continue. All right, welcome back. We are, or it should be done now. Actually, I am. I hope you are. Right, so if you can see clearly, here's my necklace. Right, and there's the button there. This is the whole thing. And this is where I am at the end. Remember I said in the last section that you should end with a bead, not with the jump ring. So you see how I have it's the jump ring, but there's a bead right there. Okay, so right here, what we're going to do is we're going to tie another overhand knot. So you're going to take the 2 strings, you have your finger, take it over, or actually 2 fingers would work too. And you're just going to do a simple knot. So you have that loop and then you push it through like that. Okay. See, so you have your loop like that, and we're going to, just like how you had to work down the knot to the shank of the button, you're going to work down that knot all the way down to that bead that you have there. Okay. And remember, don't pull it tight until you get it all the way down. Alright. jumping. Okay. You see, got it worked all the way down, right there, all the way down to the bead. Right, and make sure you pull it as tight as you possibly can. Alright, so now you have just about that much knotting cord left. Okay, so this is what I like to do to just make sure that I measure this right. Alright, so you're going to take your button and the loose end that you now have. So you have your knot right there. See that? Got the knot, and you have your button. And so you need a hole in the knotting cord so that you can put it on and take it out. Oh, sorry. Alright, so you're going to put the button right here, like so. So it's inside of the loose ends of the string. You're going to do another overhand knot. And I only say put the button there so you just know how much space you will need. Alright, so work it down as close as you can to where the button is, because then that will just show you how much space you need to actually put the button in and out of this hole that it will be held in. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, I did it. Remember, don't pull it tight till you get it exactly where you need it to be. If you pull it too tight, then just go ahead and take it out and do it over. But just try not to pull it tight until you have worked that all the way as far as you need it. You go ahead and close it up. Alright. So you see that? I have a knot here, and then I have the other knot at the end, and I have a loop. See that? See that loop there? Okay, so you take your button in and out of the loop right there, like that. Okay, that's how you open and close it. Now with this loose end, you can cut it. If you have leather, you don't have to put the nail polish, but if you have Chinese knotting cord, which is what I have right now, you need to put the clear nail polish onto the knotting cord, let that dry, then you're going to cut it on an angle. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put beads on the loose ends. Okay, so I'm going to mimic a very similar pattern to what I have here. You can see it, it's yellow on the top, green on the bottom, because I alternated with yellow and green. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and you just put the beads on. You don't need any jump rings on this part. So you're just going to go ahead, or if you want to, you can alternate just how you did here and do that, mix match, so it's only one strand, or you can do it as two separate strands, so it's like two loose ends like that. Okay, and then when you get down to the end of it, if you're going to do the two strands, you need to save enough so you can do another overhand knot, and you're going to knot it at the end. But if you're going to do it separate and you're going to do two separate strands, you're going to go ahead, bring that around same way, and pull your knot once you're done, like that. Okay, and I didn't pull it tight, so I can take it right back out. Okay, awesome. So this has been Alyssa, age 15. You just learned how to make a crisscross necklace or bracelet on Chinese knotting cord. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more.